leaders here at Keto Evolution. Thank you, Erica, for recording. And so if you had the opportunity to go on the Cancun Better trip, drop a 1 in the chat. So the call tonight is a direct result of our team getting to be together in Cancun. And we actually had like one of the biggest teams in Cancun. Like every time teams were getting together to take pictures, I was like, we have like Team Keto Evolution is so hardcore repping. Like I'm really, really proud of how we showed up at that incentive trip because we definitely were like, people were noticing like, dang, that's a big team. And they're all having a lot of fun together. Like we had so much freaking fun together, you guys. Oh my God, so fun. And so what happened was when you get around the Prove It community, something happens inside of your soul. Something happens inside of your soul, and you're just like, I have to do whatever it takes to stay close to this fire. I have to keep this fire lit, right? Anytime you get close to the fire, you just want to keep it lit. And that's why in-person events are so important. We have 2 in-person events on the schedule. Hacking Better is the next one. If you have your Hacking Better tickets, drop a 2 in the chat. Do you have your Hacking Better tickets? 2. Guys, I'm someone who I didn't actually understand how important company events were. I used to be a Beachbody coach. I was a Beachbody coach for 3 years. I made about $1,500 in 3 years. Never went to a single in-person event. Had no idea the importance of them. But when I came to Prove It, Natasha, like month 1, Natasha was like, you have to get your butt to an event. And I was like, okay. And I lied to my boss at work. I told her I was going to a Tony Robbins event because I didn't want her to know I was going to an event for my side gig. I told her I was going to a Tony Robbins conference. It was kind of like a Tony Robbins conference. It wasn't really a lie. His son was actually leading it. So it wasn't totally a lie, but it was for Prove It, right? I just left that part out. And I took days off of work that I didn't have because I used all my time up for maternity leave. And I went, and that was I don't think if I would have went to that event, I would have been as on fire about this company, about our product, about any of this. I just don't think I would have been. So if you're someone that you have a bigger vision for what this could turn out to be, and you haven't given yourself an opportunity to get close to the fire, to get close to the community, I would encourage you to do everything you physically can to figure out how to get to Hacking Better. If it's a priority for you, if this is something that truly like you really want, figure it out, right? So as a result of being together with our community, what ended up happening when we got home was Kim Holland messages me and she says, Melissa, I want to do a 90-day run. How do I do a 90-day run? Like what does it entail? And then at the same time, Kim Sakozy and Amy Stevens are over here like, girl, we're already running. Like, here's all the things we're doing already. Like they were gone. Like they were like, we're doing it. And then Casey is like, Melissa, we got to do it. Like, we got to do this. Like, let's go. And so I was like, well, why don't we just do a whole team, like 90-day run? Like if we're all going to do it, why not just give the fire that we have to the whole team, right? Like give you guys the fire inside of us and just bring everyone closer to this fire. And so this call tonight is going to be about how our team has, guys, I have to tell you something. Yesterday, our champ teams and a couple other rising champs who are really passionate about leading and doing a 90-day run, we were on a 2-hour call, like a very spur of the moment 2-hour call where we planned something super incredible. And it was one of the coolest moments in my Prove It career in being part of this team, because every single one of us was so aligned. Every single one, like everyone agreed. Like we were just like, yes. Everyone was like, yes, that, yes. Like it was so easy and everyone was so excited and everyone agreed and everyone was like, that's how you know something is actually supposed to be happening. Like that's truly the number one sign that we are actually on the right path, is when you experience like this extreme high level of energy and agreeability among everyone in the group. Like everyone was like, this is it. This is it. And even when there were discussions back and forth, we were so easily able to like come up with the game plan. Like, yeah, everyone's like, yep, that's it, that's it, that's it. And so this call tonight is me sharing all of those little details with you guys, right? And so first and foremost, to everyone who was on that call yesterday, I love you guys and thank you so much, because that was 2 hours out of your day, right? You didn't have to be on that call. You don't have to give your time, energy, strengths, knowledge to everyone here, but you are. And I appreciate that so, so much. And I know our team does too, right? So you guys, we are going to be starting a 90-day run starting September 1st, which means that every single one of us leaders who are committing to a 90-day run, like we're running, right? We don't have time for drama. We don't have time for any of it. We are all committing for 90 days to run. And so what is the difference between a 90-day run and like our push groups in the past, right? Because I think a lot of people are going to think, oh, well, this is the same thing as the push group. No, completely different. Completely different. The 90-day run is an extremely high focused time period where we are compressing time frames, where we are taking massive action in our businesses to achieve a goal that we set at the beginning of 90 days, right? Or to get ourselves closer to achieving that goal. It's not like showing up one day and then not the next. It's literally making sacrifices, no excuses, and we're here to run, right? Because we're compressing time frames. And just to give you guys an example of what this like could do for your business, I know someone who went on a 90-day run, and when she started her 90-day run, her team and herself, she was doing about 10,000 in volume, right? So at Prove It, that would be a rank 4. She was about a rank 4. At the end of the 90-day run, she was making $10,000 a month in income, in commissions. So she went from making about $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month, okay? Within a 90-day run, because she compressed timeframes, she took massive action, she didn't make excuses, she sacrificed. And a 90-day run, guys, the action that you take is it's so massive that it's not that level of action isn't super sustainable outside of the 90 days. So that's what I want you guys to think about. It's like, it's a level of activity that makes you so uncomfortable and exhausted, and you're like, it pushes you. It's going to push you because you want to compress timeframes. It's like a year's worth of activity in 90 days, right? And so we're going to give you the activities that you're doing. The 90-day run, you guys, is not for everyone. Please don't feel like, if you don't feel like you have the capacity to run right now, there have been plenty of times in the last 4.5 years where I didn't have the capacity to run, or I just didn't want to. I wasn't in a place where I wanted to make certain sacrifices. Like this past summer, I didn't want to run in the summertime. I wanted to go camping with my kids and I wanted to enjoy the pool, and I just didn't want to run, but summer's over and I'm ready to run. And I think a lot of us are ready to run, right? Just think about how a 90-day run can impact you and your family going into Christmas. Because when we start a 90-day run on September 1st, it's going to end on November 29th. You're literally going to end your 90-day run the week after Black Friday and the month before Christmas. Imagine your December 15th paycheck after a 90-day run. Like, imagine what that's going to do for yourself, for your family, especially at Christmas time. For the people on your team that come into your team that want to jump into a 90-day run, imagine what that's going to do for them all these bonuses that we have available to us. Like, so we're in this time of year where a lot of you might be thinking, well, nobody's really focusing on their health. It's a 90-day run is not, yes, we promote ketones and we promote ketones out the wazoo, but a 90-day run is about team building. A 90-day run is about recruiting. A 90-day run is about building the foundation underneath of all of us that's going to sustain you, that's going to really create passive and residual income that gives you the time freedom and the financial peace that most of us are here for, right? So a 90-day run might not be for everyone. You might just have way too much going on right now to commit to a 90-day run, and that's okay. If you are ready to commit to a 90-day run, we have some things planned. So number one, we have a Facebook group planned for the 90-day run. This isn't going to be a place where it's flooded with a lot of posts. This is going to be the place where if there's an additional piece of content or material that one of the trainers is dropping, that's where you can access it. This is a place where the leaders of the team can actually see who is running, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I love you all equally. And I'm so grateful for if you sell 1 box or 1,000 boxes, I treat everyone the same. But during a 90-day run, my focus is solely on myself and the people running. And that's the expectation for everyone. So like, if you're not doing the 90-day run and you have a question, you're going to have to go Google it. Like, you're going to have to go Google it. Like, I'm not going to be available. Like, the leaders are not going to be available to answer every question if they're running. And so the group is also a place to help us see like, okay, who's actually committed to running, so that we know who we're running with. There's also going to be training. So 4 days a week, there's going to, and at the same time every day, there's going to be a tactical training call at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. It's only going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long. It's going to be a quick tactical tip that you could take and use in your business with a bonus activity or challenge for that day. All right. If you commit to the 90-day run, you commit to every single, like, one of the commitments when you're in a 90-day run is to be on the calls if you can be on them, or watch the replay in the same day, and like, no excuses. Like, you don't miss those, right? We are compressing timeframes in this 90 days. It's going to be uncomfortable for some of us. It's going to stretch us. We're going to have to, not go to lunch with our friends at work and stay in our cars and eat our lunch in our cars. I've been there. I've done that. I've eaten my lunch in my car when I first started my business so I could be on our 90-day run calls 4 years ago. I've literally been there before. And that's where a lot of this is actually stemming from, is a 90-day rhino run that we did 4 years ago. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, there will be a 15 to 20 minute tactical call at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. So we have a group of leaders who are invested in helping our team grow and crush this 90-day run. There's also going to be a call every single Wednesday. It's going to be a promoter opportunity presentation. So as we're running and as we're recruiting people and as we're having the conversations with people about the business opportunity with Prove It, we're going to have a call every single Wednesday that we can invite these people to. Okay. So that's something that is big for a 90-day run, is because we are going to focus on recruiting. So we're going to have that commitment every single Wednesday, a promoter opportunity presentation at 12:15. So 5 days a week, there's going to be calls to plug into and to plug your prospects into. Okay. You guys cool with that? Sound fun? Sound awesome? So there are a few different stages of a 90-day run. So number one, you have to make the decision that you are ready to run. Okay. So in the comments, let me see, like, if you're ready to run, put the word run. If you're ready to run, put the word run in the chat. Yes, I love it. Let's go. Let's go. So many people ready to run. I love it. So good. So you've made a decision to run, right? Our run starts September 1st. That means you guys have about 7 days to prepare for your run. All right. Is Kim Cozy on? Because I think the way she explained the preparation of the run on our call yesterday was so good that I'm putting her on the spot. But I think she can handle it. Can you explain some of like the preparation and the sacrifice, like what it looks like, the pre-run, right? So we're in the pre-run right now. If you've committed to the pre-run, now what does it look like? What should we all be focusing on? What should we all be doing to get ready to run?
Okay, sure. So
You're muted.
you want
Hold
to
on.
base, what's up?
Erica, are you able to unmute her?
She's not muted. We could hear her just fine.
You're muted too. Oh,
No.
You guys can all hear her?
Yes.
Shit, I can't hear her. Hold on. Oh, my computer is muted. That's why. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, so what you want to do is clear the decks. So think about it as what can you get done in the next 7 days that's not going to be a distraction. If that means talking to your spouse about the grocery shopping and the laundry and all of those things, talk to them and tell them you're going to need all that time to do what you need to get done for your 90-day run. If you have a group, start planning content, recipes, schedule it all so that that busy work is not a distraction when you are in the mode of doing the run. So you're focused 100% on just doing the things that are, the challenges that are being given every single day. When it's the weekend, make a priority of focusing on your business and not just enjoying your family. I mean, I'm not saying that your family is not a priority, but if you're committing to the 90-day run, you have to do all the things that to just set yourself up for success, because you're going to burn out real quick if you don't make your business the number one priority. So if you can pay someone to cut the grass, if that's your job, then do that. It's just literally being your business is 100% your focus. Set alarms for when you're going to get up, when you're going to do your morning routine, and then start your business. Like your store is going to open and you're going to go. So I covered everything.
Yeah, thank you. So the pre-run is the prep for the run, you guys. It's like having the conversations with our families. Like, hey, hun, listen, you're gonna want to talk to me, but these are my business hours. Or, I'm not available to go to certain, like my husband works from home with me. So like sometimes we go to lunch, and during my 90-day run, like that's gonna be something that I decide, like, you know what, these are my work hours right now. Like I'm not going to lunch. So just making sure that you have your days planned. And if you're someone that doesn't do Prove It full time, know before we start the 90-day run how many hours a day you're committing to giving your business, and commit to those hours. So and know which hours those are, right? So that you have them blocked into your time blocks, and you know exactly when you're doing your business building activities. And exactly, for some of us, this might not make sense, but for others, it's like, if you can pay someone $500 or less an hour to do it, it's just like a way to think about it. You should be paying someone else to do certain tasks if you're running, because during that time frame of running, think about how long it takes you to clean your house, do your laundry, do all your outdoor work, hours and hours and hours. Think about all the opportunities you're missing out to build your business if you're doing all of those different things. And so that's just the thought process is, what can I delegate? What can I outsource so that I can give this 90-day run? Yes, exactly. Instacart is a great example. Instead of going grocery shopping, order it and have someone do your grocery shopping for you, right? And so just figuring out what are all the little things that you could delegate within the 90-day run. This isn't like a forever thing, but the 90-day run, there could be some things that you could delegate, take off of your plate, give to someone else in your household for that 90 days. And it's a conversation with a spouse that says, hey, listen, like, here's my vision, here's my goal, here's what I want to do. Do I have your support? Because this is what I want, right? And ask for that support. And then actually show up, like actually do the work, right? A lot of, spouses might not support us because they don't see us taking this seriously. Like sometimes we don't actually deserve their support because we're a lot of this with very little action, right? And they're not seeing the results. So put your money where your mouth is and get some results so that you do like show the person who is giving you extra time and effort so you can build your business that it was worth it for them, that there wasn't a return on their time investment to give you the opportunity to work your business more. So thank you, Kim, for sharing that. Okay, so details. I gave the details about the times. We're also going to have an activity checklist for you. It is going to be a lot of activities. It is going to push you. It is going to be uncomfortable. That's the point. Okay? That's the point. It's supposed to be a lot, right? It's going to be a lot for me too. It's going to be a lot for me. I will also say that during the 90-day run, guys, it's also important that we are doing things like to take care of our physical health. We're exercising, we're eating right, so that we are sharp with our minds, so that we have the energy, so that the creative juices are flowing. And so that could look like a walk. It could look like a workout. I know Macy and I were talking today and we're like, we're not missing a day of exercise in 90 days. What that's also going to do for you, it's going to create content for you every single day. If you're showing up, living the lifestyle, you're like talking the talk and walking the walk, you're going to have a constant flow of content to share with people. If you're eating keto, eating low carb, drinking ketones every day, making protones, using the products, working out, you are living the life that we're actually promoting and helping people live. You're going to be getting a transformation in the process that's also going to help you grow your business. This is going to help you capture leads if you have a transformation for yourself. So I encourage you to commit to exercise, commit to personal development, commit to having a morning routine, all of these things in addition to taking the action for your business, because all of it accumulated is what's going to really make massive shifts for everyone. So the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is something else really, really cool happened while we were in Cancun. And so a lot of you, something that I'm really proud of for Team Keto Evolution is that we work as one team. Our sidelines work really well together. Like we have multiple sidelines who have built these really incredible relationships with each other, and they work together really well, and they help each other grow their businesses, even though they're not actually impacted financially by someone else's success, right? And I think that's really cool. I think that's something that Team Keto Evolution has done really, really well. And we've always promoted, like, get in where you fit in. And if someone else is inspiring you, if someone else and you click really well and you want to run together and be accountability buddies, I see nothing wrong with that, right? Especially because we're all on the same team. Well, as a result of Cancun, that same experience actually happened for me for the first time, really, since I've ever been with Prove It. I've always worked primarily with my downline and Erica and Natasha, who are my uplines. And something that came out of Cancun was that some of our sidelines who are leaders in the company, pro champs, leading teams just as big as ours, and have very different businesses and very different skill sets than we have, all wanted to come together for the last 12 weeks of the year as we're doing this 90-day run to collaborate for our team calls. So for the last 3 months of the year, we will most likely be shifting our team calls to Monday nights at 9 p.m. And we're going to be collaborating with people like Katie Rollins, Kelsey Giggy, Chrissy Petty, Alexis Brady, and to bring a lot of different voices and strengths. And I mean, Chrissy Petty and I were talking in Cancun, and she's incredible at Instagram. And like, I know we have people who are growing on Instagram, but we don't have a lot of depth as far as like leaders growing on Instagram. And so it would be so cool. And then vice versa. She has a lot of team members building on Facebook, and she has no clue how to help them grow their businesses. So I think it would be really cool and a great opportunity for all of us to get some diversity as far as like who we're hearing and what messages we're hearing, especially there's a law of familiarity. I can't say the freaking word, familiarity, however you say it. There is that, it's a real law. You guys could probably hear me say, like Kelsey or Alexis or Katie or Chrissy might say the same thing that I say every single week when we're on our team calls, but you're going to hear them say it, and it might go in one ear and out the other when I say it, because you hear me talk all the time, right? So it's going to be a really great opportunity for us to just hear different voices, feel different energies, hear how other people are achieving results, and just it's going to be an added layer to our 90-day run, and it's going to be something really fun to end the year, and then we will evaluate like if it's working or not and pivot, and we'll see. But so our team calls are going to be shifting from Tuesdays to Mondays at 9 p.m. so that we can collaborate with those other leaders who we're all under we're all on the same team as far as like Katie Rollins is our upline, but we're all on different legs under her. So it's going to be really cool for us to come together like so many of you have come together. And I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are. I think it's going to be really incredible. So that was the last announcement that I had. Casey, did I forget anything? Did I do good?
I don't think so. I would just like echo this thought. It's a 90-day run, you guys, which is a long time, but it's 4 days a week that we have activities. You're going to have DMOs to do the rest of the time, but it's four calls a week for 20 minutes at a time. So really the time commitment, like don't think about it as this massive thing. Just take it day by day and just show up. And if like life happens and you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Don't let yourself slip off the wagon. Just jump right back in. It's that easy. This is for your business and for you. So definitely don't let it be a slippery slope down a spiral of, oh, I had to quit because I missed one day.
Absolutely. Does anyone have any questions? We can open it up to questions. If anybody's a little bit confused or just wants to understand more logistics, feel free to ask in the chat or unmute yourselves.
So more specifically, the 90-day run is kind of like the August challenge, but longer period.
A little bit, but no, we're not going to be giving you we're not giving you the post for the day. Like you have, no one's policing it. No, like you have to be self-motivated. We're giving you the activities that we are saying like, hey, if you want to compress timeframes and truly like grow your business. Like this isn't like one action step a day. Hey, go post this. This is like, you're doing 2 reels a day. You're doing 3 Facebook posts a day. You're doing a live video every day. You're messaging 20 people every day. You are inviting 5 people to the promoter opportunity Zoom every day. Like it is action, 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 action. And it's a lot of action in a little bit of time. It's a lot of action every day, because the name of the game when you're in social media marketing is eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs. We want new eyeballs. How do we get the most eyeballs the fastest? We do more. We show up more. We put more content out there. We talk to more people. So it's very different, because this is like, again, this is a 90 days where a lot of other things for me since I'm committing to the 90-day run, are going to get pushed off. Like, y'all, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go get your massages, go get all that shit out of your systems in the next 7 days, because none of that's happening during the 90-day run unless you've completed your actions for the day. Like, that should be the mentality. Like, I'm not rewarding myself with online shopping, with going to dinner with my friends, having drinks, if I haven't completed my actions for the day. And so that's the mindset. It's like, no, this is like non-negotiable. Like, it's a non-negotiable, massive amount of action in your business for 90 days to see massive momentum, massive growth. Like, that is the goal, right? Some of us, it might be a rank goal. Some of us might just be setting a goal to like re-engage, stop crawling and start running again. Some of us might be setting goals to re-rank. Maybe you've hit a certain rank and you haven't hit that rank in a long time and you want to get back to that rank. So we're going to be setting like really exciting goals that we're all really excited about, and we're going to go hard after them. And guys, do you also want to know what's at the end of our 90-day run? Epic. The freaking epic event. You guys, it's our awards event every year. It's epic. It's in Dallas, December 2nd through 4th. This is the event where every single one of you who do the 90-day run and you hit your rank 6 or your rank 7 or your rank 8, or for me, I'm going for rank 9 and 10. This is when we get to walk across the stage and be awarded and get nice little pretty fun awards in our pretty dresses, right? And so like, for a lot of us, like, this 90-day run is going to take us to epic. It's going to be what pushes us to like cross that stage, if that's important to you, cross that stage to get your award. So if that's important to you or exciting, give me a hell yeah in the chat. If you're like, I want to walk that stage at epic. Hell yeah.
Hey, Melissa, I have a question for you, actually.
Okay.
So if somebody's goal is a rank goal or a financial goal, because I know Prove It does this a lot, BU does this with us a lot. Like, if you told everybody right now to write down a goal, what would you tell them to do with that goal going into a 90-day run?
So I would say to write the goal, put it somewhere where you can see it every single day. And then, but also like forget about it at the same time, right? So what you don't want to do is try to control the outcomes of your actions during the 90-day run. A lot of people get trapped into this trap. Like, they get stuck in this trap of trying to control too many things. And you're trying to control the outcome and the result of the activity that you're taking. And what you're actually doing is repelling everything. You are literally repelling everything. So know the goal, have the goal, see the goal, visualize the goal. If I could tell you anything, I would say spend time every day. I used to do this when I had my goal of rank 6, and I should start doing it again. But when my goal was rank 6, every single day before I went into work or on my lunch break at work, I would go sit in my car and I would visualize myself hitting rank 6, what it would feel like to get my car, how I would emotionally feel, who would be celebrating with me, what that celebration would look like, what that celebration would feel like. So set your goal and then start visualizing what it looks like and feels like to achieve that goal. And then also know when it comes to the activity that you're taking, that we are not trying to control the outcomes of that activity. The messier, the better. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect action. We want you to take messy, imperfect action and just don't worry about the outcomes. Don't worry about the outcomes at all. You've set your goal. Now your focus should be just completing your actions. Completing the actions without trying to control the outcomes. The outcomes will follow. I promise you. You don't have to try to control the outcome of your actions. If you're just focused on completing your actions, the outcomes do happen. And when you try to control them less, the outcomes usually happen a lot faster. You guys, you have no idea how this, like, it's really cool how this business works. Like, Ellie's at the bottom of my screen here. Her upline probably had no idea that when she recruited Ellie, she was recruiting like a badass who's a pro champ. Like, Ellie, you are a pro champ in my eyes. Like, so like when her and like You just never know. It's the person who you're like, oh, like I'll give you guys an example. Shannon was like, she never tried a box of ketones in her life and was like, I'm going to be a promoter. I trust you, Melissa. She bought 7 boxes of ketones. She didn't even buy a promoter pack. Shannon is my biggest leg. I would have never guessed it. I didn't recruit her. I didn't ask her. So I didn't try to control the outcome of the situation either. I just was like, whatever's meant to happen is going to happen in my business. And that's how this business works. Like, you just never know who you recruit, who they're going to recruit. Like the person that Shannon recruited was who recruited Ellie. Like, Shannon probably would have never known that that person was going to recruit someone amazing like Ellie. You just have to focus on your action, and the people who are meant to come into your team are going to come into your team. And so that's just an example of like, you truly don't have to worry about a thing. If you just worry about the things that you can control, everything else freaking happens, and it can happen really, really fast. And it's really, really fun. So
I'd like to offer something on that note. I'm Kelly. I'm in the dark. I'm sorry. I'm outside hiding. Also, don't overthink it. So if you're doing your goal setting, and like, my day one is not your day 1000, your day one, whatever. So we're all on different levels here. But if my goal is to grow my group by 90 people a day, yours might be 5. And just allow that to come into your existence. And the one thing that I did do was I put like a little Post-it note on my, that little mirror above that visor, that sun visor thing. And I just said 3 things that I wanted. And I wanted financial freedom, I wanted a vehicle, and I wanted a great community. That's what I wanted. And it's really what I needed. So just take your baby steps, and where you start September 1st might be different on September 15th and October 1st. And you know what? You take that Post-it note and you change it. So that's all I'm saying, is just don't overthink this. This is great for you. If you're willing to do it and you're invested, it'll be fantastic.
yes, thank you so much, Kelly. And some people are asking how to like actually commit to the run. So number 1, make the decision for yourself. Like, I'm not holding anyone's hand. No, we had a conversation as a leadership team. Like, our job is not to police this run. Our job is not to force people to do the run. Like, you have to want to do it for yourself, you guys. It's not your upline's responsibility to motivate you or inspire you during your 90-day run. It is your job only. You are your own business. We are all independent contractors of Prove It, like independent Prove It promoters. Even though you have uplines, it's not their job to do this for you or to motivate you or to inspire you. So you have to make the decision that you are going to run, regardless of who is running up or down from you. If you're the only one on your whole team running, who cares? Go build a new team then. Go build a new team, right? And so we are going to post the Facebook group in the Keto Evolution, and you can join the Facebook group if you're committing to running. Again, if you don't want to run, that's okay too, guys. Like, we still love you. We really do still love you. You're still welcome to join the team calls every week on Mondays, like, and grow your business at the speed that is comfortable for you, right? There's no one going to be mad at you if you don't want to run, right? You're not gonna, like, I'm not going to hate you if you're like, I don't want to run right now. I love you anyway, right? And so join the Facebook group. We'll probably, if we don't have a question in there, we're going to be making sure like you actually know what your goal is for the 90-day run. So start thinking about what your goal is going to be for that 90-day run, and then start your prep. Start prepping, like Kim said, planning out and scheduling all your Facebook posts, all the simple things like meal plans. And why do we want to do that? Because we want you to spend a majority of your time creating content that's going to attract new people and having conversations with people, recruiting, having the conversations, doing the live videos, all of those things. So, so that's it. Are there any other questions? Run or die. That reminds me of Macy was like messaging me today while she's like on her Peloton, and she was like, I can't talk and die at the same time. So your mentor would be the person who you joined with, so whoever you signed up with, and then they probably have a rank 6 or a rank 5 or someone in their upline who is actively running. That would be the person that you want to connect with. Yeah. All right. Any other questions, you guys? Any other comments? Is everyone excited? Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, no, we'll save that for another time. Okay. All right, you guys, I think we can be complete. Erica, you good? All right, you